out when you're with someone that you've been with before, so they know what you like, and as well as those kind of feelings of, oh, we don't have this anymore. There's those feelings of, but we are. You know, I can't really say. My grandma will shout at me, but it's a song about people being with someone that you've been with who knows you and knows what you like, and just about a kind of sadness because it's not like it was, and a kind of happiness because it is, and it's just about that kind of conflicting ex-boyfriend situation. And it's just funny how all my singles are geared on this man. You know, I mean, I've written quite a few songs for this ex-boyfriend, but that's just because I was writing the album at the time, you know, and it just so happens that all the singles are like heartbreak. Like, they're the 3 songs from when we split up, like the serious songs. So I might never be able to get a boyfriend again.
I don't know, it seems to me though that every woman who writes about, you know, and kind of puts it down on a record doesn't do them any harm. And look at Dido, I mean, she used that album to clean out her emotional closet.
Does she?
And yeah, it's all about the breakup of her relationship, and you know, and kind of like surviving, and not going. I mean, like the whole thing about not going down with the ship. You know,
yeah.
I mean, Dido, but you know, I mean, I think as long as people can tap into, I think most people who put that on have got it on a kind of dinner party in the background and aren't really listening to what's being said anyway. I mean, it's important for you that people take note and that your music has a message. Who do you want? What do you want them to take away from it?
Well, the thing is with the music is I really push myself with the album on all levels. I really push myself. So it is an album that you could have on quietly. It is an album that you could blast with the beats. It is an album that you could really listen. Oh, that was good. It is an album that you could really. Shall I start that again, or could is that still? I can start that again.
You look like you're about to do yourself an injury.
What was I saying?
It's an album that you can put on quietly.
Yeah, it's a really versatile album, and I pushed myself with every aspect of it. Mm-hmm. You know, the music stands up by itself so that you can have it on quietly and still just get the chords and kind of feel the chords, and the beats stand up so much that when you blast the music, it sounds ridiculous. And you know, myself vocally, I try and do something interesting with everything in the songs, so you could really listen to it. You know, if you wanted a real emotional connection with my music, it's there. If you want to put it on in the background, cool. But my music is really intense. If you're looking for that, you know, I mean, if you listen, you get back. I give as good as I get.
One of my favourite tracks is "Fuck Me Pumps."
Cool.
I really get that. You know, I'm just like, yeah, come on, listen. You don't need to do that. But just talk me through that, and I like the fact that you the title that you just like you speak it as it is.
Pumps was really cool. That's a real good example of what happens when 2 sarcastic people get in a room together and write a song. I did that with Salam, who did half of my album, about just over half maybe. And yeah, like I said, it's just a good example of 2 bitchy people in one room. And I mean, we're big bitches, and you know, I don't like to judge people, but sometimes you go out and you do see them same women every week, and they're looking down their nose at just about everyone, and you're just thinking, you poor girl. And you know, there's a load of women like that. Like, I'm not gonna name names, but you know, there's a load of women like that, and it's just they all their friends and them are all wearing like some black top. I mean, my friends do that, so that's cool, but it's just funny, suburbia funniness.
I mean, you must have crossed paths with quite a few sort of famous people then. How does that sort of more artificial side of the the music world sit with you? And what, you know, I mean, there's people who do it for the music, and then there's people who do it for the
to be famous. Yeah. I hear that.
How's your perspective and your insight into that other side of the world?
There are people like that, you know, and there are people with money willing to pay them to do that, and there are people with money willing to have me knocked off if I open my mouth. You know, there's a lot of that going on.
Do you think you could ever become a diva? You know, like in 4 or 5 years' time, when we're going to be sitting here, there's like flipping gold discs and Brit Awards and Grammy Awards behind you. I mean, do you think you could be turned into the Mariah Carey, or do you think?
Well, I'll be rude if I have to be rude. But I do that now, you know, I'm never going to change. I will be rude to you now if you were rude to me, but that will never change. But back to the people trying to be famous, you know, there are a lot of people like that, and they know who they are, and they know that I'm not the only person who is real and will stand up for English music. So that's cool.
Who would you say has had the most impact on you musically? Who's been, and that can be in the past or somebody very much in the present who could be changing your direction right now? Who would you say has been most influential on you musically?
Definitely people like Thelonious Monk, Hendrix, and Sarah Vaughan, and Louis Jordan, and Salt and Pepper, and Beastie Boys. There's just so many. Beastie Boys and TLC when I was a little kid, and Carole King, and
can't not have Carole King.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, what a woman. I mean, is that kind of someone like that who, even now, you can put any track or any track that she wrote for someone else on, and you just get the heart and soul of that woman. Is that kind of how you want your album to be?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'd like it to be. I mean, the emotional connection I have with Carole King, you know, that would, and her songs, I would be amazed at, and you know, joyed if people would have that with my album. You know, that's really what I'm going for. You know, is people to just connect to it emotionally and feel like, I don't know, like they're just getting me. You know what I mean? Probably more me with more me with the music than I am on any TV thing or any radio thing, because it's me, it's my music, is the only area in my life where I'm fully confident and fully embrace everything, you know what I mean? So yeah.
Without being trite, music is your voice, and that's where you...
Well, yeah. I mean, like I said, it's the only thing where I'm truly comfortable, is writing music and singing, you know.
Yeah, no, I can see that. Wish I could do it. It might stop me going insane. I mean, sometimes, you know, I just wish, you know, you sing and I don't have a voice, but as long as no one else is around, it makes me feel happy. It kind of like, it's an energy release. It's kind of like it's either sing or scream.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like I said, growing up, I just thought when you're happy or sad, you know, you sing. Yeah. That's it, you know.
Absolutely. And then just finally, what's next? Because I mean, this album, you kind of got out all your, like you say, all the ex-boyfriend or the kind of breaking up emotion out, and now you're in a good place. Is the next album going to be full of the joys of love, right? And or what direction are you going to go in? Are you writing it already?
I definitely want to stay within the same themes. You know, the one thing that continues to interest me is human behaviour and interaction between two people, which I've written most of this last album about, and I think I will always do. Or even the relationship between me and inside me, you know what I mean? Like, songs like, I've got Mr. Magic, which is about my, you know, substance abuse. No, it's not a good thing to say. And songs like Ava was the more, no, that's not, what is that song called? October Song. Songs like October Song, which are less about my relationship with my dead bird, more about my relationship with myself and, you know, stuff like that. What is it about men? You know, I want to, but human behaviour will continue to drive me lyrically, you know, and humour always. I would never just out and out say something mean unless I was in a really funny place. I would, you know, I would think about it, you know, and always put a punchline on it, because, you know, when you remember back of a song, you know, when I listen to Take the Box, I don't have any arms on this chair, when I listen to Take the Box, it's a sad song. I was in a bad place and I wrote it that night, you know, and I was fucked up, and now when I listen to it I think, oh God, I was really messed up. And then when I listen to Stronger Than Me, which was the point when I really realised why me and this man were never going to be together properly, you know, every time I listen to it I giggle like at the lines, because, you know, I always have to put a spin on it. And I know that if I writ it as depressing as I wrote Take the Box, then I would just remember it. Every time I sang it, it would be like... And then when I think back to the real situation that I wrote the song from, the actual situation, I would remember badly, you know what I mean? But, you know, writing definitely, if you... Not change it, but if you put a humorous perspective on it in a song, then in life it works too. It really does.
Ask you to do one ident and then that's cool. If you could just look into camera and say, hi, I'm Amy Winehouse and you're watching Entertainment Now.
Cool. Okay. Yeah? Hi, I'm Amy Winehouse and you're watching Entertainment Now.
And again for me, please.
Hi, I'm Amy Winehouse and you're watching Entertainment Now.